Welcome on in, everyone. I am the assassin of the slaved mind, and the personification of personality, the executioner. And if you don't know, now you know. And off here to my left is my esteemed co-host, Silent Sal. It's actually Violent Sal with the silent B, Mr. Salvador Sanchez.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? And what's going on, everybody? You're listening to another episode of Good Times. Did you notice I took a big before that one?
A big breath of
That's right. This is the Good Times podcast, the best podcast to listen to while taking a shit at work.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
You know why?
Why?
Because I take shits at work.
Do they usually last about an hour?
No, but I get parts of it here and there. So.
Do they usually last? I mean, are they usually really sticky?
Stickiest and the ickiest.
That's awesome. That fits right with our episode.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that because I have my shake and my tea in the morning, and because I work in the cold,
okay,
I find myself having to take a shit about like an hour and a half, like almost on the dot every time I go to work.
Right on the dot. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody else at work has noticed, but like every like an hour and a half. When I start work, I'm like, well, time to take a shit.
So it's gonna catch on. Your manager is gonna be like, he's gonna like walk over to you. He's gonna start like going around you as soon as that hour and a half mark hits.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, all right, where's he?
Here
at?
we go. Where's he at? There.
And oh no, he's making a break for it. He's making a break for the bathroom.
And you're gonna start noticing too, and you're gonna get to a point where you're like, fuck, man, now I can't go.
Yeah,
it's gonna throw off your schedule. So then like. One day you're going to be like an hour in. The next day you're going to be like 3 hours in. At this point, your fucking asshole is just fucking roasted, bro. It's done.
Well, I thought about this because it's
what did you think about?
It's like a public bathroom. It's like a public and employee bathroom. I was thinking, man, like imagine how many like butt cheek cousins you have during the day. Like say
butt cheek cousins.
Butt cheek cousins, yeah. Because imagine, like, say you sit on the toilet. I don't know, 2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay. How
many people before that day have come and planted their cheeks on that seat? Right?
I mean, shit. Literally, when you think about so, how many people do you think use the bathroom an hour?
I don't know, but apparently I do. So there's one.
Well, not you like
oh
going every hour. Not like how many times do you go an hour? If you were to guess,
how many people within an hour?
Yeah, within an hour at your store.
Oh man, I don't know. I see a lot of people going that way, so
yeah,
maybe.
So what? You would say 5, 10?
Oh, more than that probably.
Yeah, 20?
Somewhere between 10 and 20, yeah.
Per hour. Damn.
Yeah.
And the store's open from
8 to 9 p.m.
8 to 9 p.m. So that's what, 13 hours?
Well, you got to imagine too. There's probably like a lot of old people that fucking. Okay, here's the thing. There's a blood fucking place right next to it, to the store.
Oh, okay.
Like a blood drawn. So like, there's always people walking in with fucking cotton balls and shit on their arm.
Not the cotton balls.
And so I was thinking, man, I wonder how many of these people are coming in here because they're all fucking, after giving a pint of blood or whatever the fuck, coming in. And this one dude came in and he looked like he was about to die.
Oh, no.
And he was buying like 2 packs of yogurt. And so he's all like, excuse me, sir, do you have a spoon? And I was like, what? I was like, yeah, they're in aisle, whatever it was. He's like, no, like, I just need one. He's like, I went to the fucking blood place and I gave blood or whatever, blah, 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 blood, and more blood.
Blood.
And so then I was like, all right, hang on. So I went in the break room and got him one.
Oh, okay.
This dude was about to pass out, pretty much. I'm like, they should have just fucking kept him there. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You don't think they have snacks and shit at the blood place?
I don't
like,
know.
Don't they usually give you a cookie or some shit like that?
Yeah, you would think so.
Orange? Bring up a sugar or something?
Maybe, but think about this. Maybe he's the guy that goes in to gives blood like every week, and he's the guy that always like constantly asks for snacks. So that was probably like his 7th yogurt that day.
Well, you know what?
He just made it seem like he was dying because that's just how he looks.
That's how he gets his yogurt. That's how he gets his free spoons.
Exactly. So you just hooked him up with his 8th yogurt of the day, and you had no idea.
Well, you know what's crazy is that one of the guys, one of the managers at the store, he was talking to one of the blood guys, and apparently like that guy goes like once a month.
Was it The Game? Was it Lil Wayne? Was it Chris Brown? Blah blah blah. Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe. No, never mind. I was gonna go off on that too, but never mind. No, but apparently this guy he is like a donor and he gets paid like once a month to do blood.
Oh,
So like maybe he's got like a rare blood type or something.
either that or he just has like a subscription service. They pay him. You know what I mean? It's like Netflix, but he's the Netflix for them.
Bloodflix. Yeah, maybe you never know.
Blulu.
Yeah. But then so back to the
Peacock blood.
Back to the
sorry,
toilet talk.
Yeah,
So we went from butt cheek cousins, but then how? Here's a question for you and everybody listening too. Well, everybody with a dick, I guess. Has your dick ever touched like the side, like the fucking lid of a public toilet?
Oh yes.
How dirty do you feel?
Oh
after
my
that?
god. Like I feel like I just caught every fucking disease known to man.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen that episode on Family Guy when they're trying to get Quagmire and they keep stabbing him with all kinds of different diseases and stuff, and then Peter ends up flying out to Africa or some shit, and then he comes back and then gets him. And
He catches a random mosquito and
exactly. That's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
mosquito, a skeeter. That's exactly what it feels like. It literally feels like a skeeter hit my Peter and I died.
Yeah. Well, if there's a skeeter on your Peter, flick it off.
Flick it off. That's
Yeah.
right.
But
on the
dude,
John.
Okay, so if like your dick hole touched the fucking lid, then definitely you'd probably catch something.
Oh,
Like if you
yeah.
went straight hole and boop, touched it, you'd probably catch something.
Sure.
You might have burning pee for a little bit, right?
Oh man, maybe that's how I caught AIDS. Oh wait, what?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I got caught crabs.
And then here's a question that's been like burning up the internet lately because I've been seeing
like the pee hole,
Yeah.
burning the pee hole of the internet.
How do you wipe?
Oh my god,
Are you a sitter or a stander?
a sitter or a shitter? So, what I'm about to tell you is some funny ass shit. Literally.
Caca.
Caca. That's funny because I think either I sent you that or you sent me that. It was like a clip that was like earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually somebody else did. Somebody else from the hub showed me that. And I remember thinking like, you know, like stupid, like why would you stand up and wipe? Like how stupid can you be? Right?
Yeah.
Or sorry, why would you sit down and wipe? How stupid can you be?
Oh no.
Like it's obvious that, you know, you didn't grow up with a dad, right? That's what was going through my mind. Until I realized, here's the thing with me, guys, and I've said this a million times, and I'm like 100% true on this. I am a truth seeker. Okay, if there is something that's different that people are doing, I'm gonna look into it and figure out if this is the best way to go. And it literally goes all the way to the roots of my asshole. And that includes this.
The root hole.
The root hole. Yeah, exactly. The root hole. Anyways, all my life, I've been standing up and wiping my ass.
Really? You're
Yes.
a stander.
All my life.
Holy shit, dude.
All my life, I've been doing this. Okay.
Wow.
Until one day I was like, here's the thing.
Until one day my legs were sore after the gym. I didn't want to stand up no more.
Okay. So the person that brought it up to me, who shall not be named because he's been excavated from Herbalife.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll tell you this after. Anyways, he was talking about it and he showed me this video and they're like, these two guys were like kind of arguing about it, whatever. And I was telling him, I was like, why would you sit down and wipe? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you just get up and wipe your ass, you know? Like, that's how I was taught growing up. And he was like, no, what the heck? Like, you're supposed to sit down, blah, blah, blah. Like, and so one day I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. And of course, for the first time you try it, like, your arm's like kind of weird. You're
Awkward,
like,
yeah.
You're like, do I like sit off to the side? Do I like kind of get up just a little bit and just like reach the arm all the way around up and under the balls? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you go from the front, like dick first and pull upward? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So all I do, lean over to the left cheek, get a good wipe in there. And here's the thing, y'all. It changed my fucking life. Not only did it change my life, but it changed my wallet too. Because I started buying less toilet paper after I did this.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
Okay. So
I'm gobsmacked right
what
now.
I didn't understand was every time,
Shit-smacked.
Every time that you stand up, the shit between your cheeks just gets
okay.
nice
Now
everywhere.
that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, and that's what was happening, and I had no idea, right? And so it takes a couple extra wipes to get all of it out.
Yeah.
But if you just have your asshole like straight up open the whole time,
then the poo's just getting on your butthole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not your fucking. Well, so here's the thing, guys. It doesn't mean that you stand up and the fucking shit is all over your cheeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. My ass is still looking white.
Think of it this way.
Pudding.
You ever make a peanut butter sandwich and you have the bread just flat, and then you fold the bread,
amazing.
and then you open it up, it's all like that? Well, that's probably what it seems like then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm great at analogies, by the way.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great analogy. A peanut butter sandwich. Now I can never look at it the same again. But either way.
Especially because it looks like shit.
And tastes like it. Just kidding. I love peanut butter. Yeah.
Yeah, just kidding. I love shit. Wait, what?
And the smell of it too. Either way, I didn't realize this, and the first time I did it, I was like, I literally finished in like 2 or 3 wipes, right? And sometimes you can, like, I'm not gonna say like you can get it in one. I'm not saying you can get it in one, but somebody
that's an incredibly dry shit if you get it in one.
That's incredibly dry. Oh, but have you ever had those before where you like wipe and there's like, damn, like it's already gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't
it's like your butt just opened up and just,
yeah,
just
exactly.
went right
Didn't
through.
touch anything.
Yeah.
Just hit the water and it came back up and kissed your asshole.
Yeah, they call that Neptune's kiss. Neptune just kissed my butthole.
Oh, no. Well, that's the gayest shit I ever heard.
Today.
So, yeah. Now I am a ex-stander-upper wiper, and now I am reformed.
Now you're a sitter-downer wiper.
Sit-down wiper.
Wow.
Yes.
He's been converted. That is crazy.
I've been converted.
Yeah.
And it changed, like, again, it literally changed my life.
Now, see, the crazy part is the people that are, okay, because you said, oh, you're supposed to sit down.
Right.
You're not supposed to do anything, okay? This is just the way, I guess, you've been taught or whatever. For all we know, there's a totally different way that we've never heard of before, and that person is like, no, you're supposed to do it this way. But a lot of people were like, oh, well, if you're sitting down, what are you doing? Are you like hovering over the toilet and like doing whatever? It's like, no, you're just fucking leaning over and just fucking wiping.
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, are you going through the front and fucking wiping it towards your balls? No, you never wipe towards your balls because then you're going to have shit gooch. Okay.
Shit gooch.
Your gooch is already smelly enough as it is.
That's
you don't
true.
need to add
And
the shit
hairy.
to it. That's right. And then everything gets stuck in the hair.
Exactly.
And you don't need that either.
Nope, no, you don't. And that's the reason why I said at the very, very beginning of this portion, I was like, I'm literally a truth seeker to the very end. Like, I'm not the type of person that if you tell me something that I'm going to completely deny you, I'm going to look into it for myself. And this is exactly what I mean. Because here's the thing, to all you sit-down wipers out there, just try it.
Yeah.
Just try it. See how you like it. If you don't like it, oh well.
Yeah.
Move on with your fucking life.
Guess
Not
what?
a big deal.
Shit wipes off. It washes off. You can just fucking do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just try it, and if you don't like it, oh well.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, you go from, you wipe until it's clean to shit, like it's already clean after a couple wipes, and it's not hard at all.
Yeah.
And plus, if you really need to get in there, you know what I mean, all the way to the very tippy top to your knuckle, your moose knuckle, like.
And remember, spin your finger clockwise, not counterclockwise. That way you get it all. Are you afraid to use public bathrooms?
Not afraid.
Or are you one of those people, I'm not going to use that. I'll just shit when I get home. Because honestly, dude,
it depends.
I don't give a fuck.
It depends.
I'll just shit wherever. If I got to shit, I'll shit. I'm sorry. I'm not holding it for anybody or anything.
Really?
No, I'll just go. I don't care.
No public bathroom is too disgusting for you.
No, I didn't say that.
Because there's some dirty ass bathrooms.
Absolutely, there are. Yeah.
There are some dirty.
However, it's not hard to
Yes, it
get
is.
to. Not while in a dirty bathroom. It's not hard to get like some toilet paper or a paper towel and fucking clean the seat for yourself.
Sure.
Okay, it's not hard to do that.
Sure.
However, if there is shit just splattered, exploded out of somebody's butt all over this toilet, I'm sorry.
There's no way.
No.
There's no way.
I'll go into the girls' bathroom and do that.
Gotcha.
You know how many times I did that at Rite Aid?
You went to the girls' bathroom and just blew it up?
No, because somebody blew it up in the men's bathroom.
So you went to the girls' bathroom and blew it up?
Hell yeah, I just locked the door.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Because I'm taking a shit.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
I'm giving a shit to the toilet.
We had this conversation already. How could you take a shit?
I don't know.
I'm
shitting.
You're
there.
giving the shit.
There, I'm shitting.
You're giving the toilet a shit.
Yeah, I'm feeding it. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You got to feed the toilet. It's all feed me.
But honestly, like, for me, I'm kind of in the same boat. It depends on the level of disgusting. Honestly, like, it could be like semi kind of gross. Like, it could be okay, but anything past okay, I'm definitely not okay with shitting there. You know what I mean? Like, there are some like really gross bathrooms. Like,
yeah.
And the two things that I look for when I get to a public bathroom, number one, what's on the floor around the toilet? On the ground.
Dude, how many times have you had to take a shit where? Okay, here's another question too. When you shit, are your pants like right at your knees, or are they just all the way down to your ankles?
It depends.
Okay, because I'm usually just all the way down to my ankles.
All the way down to your ankles, Griffin?
Yeah. However, if I see in front of that toilet where dudes are like doing the last couple drips of piss,
yep,
and there's just a bunch of piss right there,
yep,
I'm all the way to my knees, Griffin.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's hard to do because then when you're looking down at that, you have to make sure that there's nothing there or that it looks semi-clean. And then you have bathrooms like Winco where their floors, you can't even tell anyway.
Yeah, it's
like
a camouflage floor.
Yeah, it's a camouflage floor. So you don't know what's right there on the floor right in front of you.
Yeah.
So as you pull your pants down, you push them on the floor, you could be picking up fucking 30-year-old blood. You could be picking up grandma's old shit. Like, you just have no idea.
Dude, I had to pick up fucking cum off of a toilet one time at Rite Aid.
Cum toilet?
Do you remember that?
I think you were
I
telling
sent
me
you
about
that.
it.
Yeah. I went in the bathroom.
Oh, that's right.
I went in the bathroom to use it myself, and then I look
cum? Damn it, someone else's cum is already here.
Somebody beat me to it. Jesus Christ.
They beat you off to it.
And so I look on the toilet seat, and for everybody, how do you know it was cum? Trust me, I'm a master of cum. I knew it was cum on this toilet seat.
Oh, the cum master, Salvador Sanchez.
And there's no denying it. And so I took a picture of it and sent it to like a few of the workers that were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fucking somebody jizzed all over the toilet. And they saw it. They're like, oh my God, that's definitely jizz.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that jizz at Rite Aid, or you might catch left aids. You just never know.
Yeah, wrong aid.
Wrong aids. There you go.
Yeah. Dude, I almost shit my pants at Pyology the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What happened?
Dude, so I was at Pyology. I ordered my pizza already, and it's always really cold in Pyology for some reason.
Okay.
And
nipples were hard.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Nipples were hard. Ball sack was raised.
There
you know, the signs of cold, right?
Yeah, elevation.
So I go to I go
elevation.
to pay, and then they're like, "Oh, do you want a water cup?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Give me some water." And then I sit down, and they have aluminum chairs, and the chairs were cold as fuck, dude.
No way.
So usually when cold hits me, I'm like, I gotta take a shit. Like, I'm a cold shitter.
A cold shitter.
Which is why, probably another reason why, because I work in the cold, I take a shit fucking
That's
an hour
funny.
after work.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, I'm like, oh, I gotta take a shit. So I go over to the door, and there's a code on there. And I don't remember there being a code on there before.
Oh, shit.
And so one of the workers was wiping tables and shit. I'm like, hey, man, what's the code for the bathroom? He's like, oh, it's on a paper up there on the front.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
what do you mean? So he goes and shows me, and they have like little confetti strips just with the code on it, like cut out of a paper, and it's in this little bowl. And I'm expecting like a 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of code. Nope. He gives me the code. I look at it. It's this long ass code, dude. And I'm like, I'm about to fucking shit, dude. So I go over to the door and I type in the code, fucking 021486944443.
Jeez.
It's a long ass code. I go to open it. It's still locked. I'm like,
Oh.
fuck. You have to put pound at the end of it.
No.
So I put in the fucking code again. I open it and I'm like, ah! I'm like about to fucking shit all over this floor. And then remember how I just talked about wiping the toilet seat.
Yeah.
This toilet seat fucking had like piss drops on it.
Oh.
And I'm like, God damn it. So I get some paper towel. I fucking wipe the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm about to blow. I should have just fucking took my pants down. Wiped all of this while like fucking like my butt's just hanging out. That way I can just hurry up and turn around and shit it out.
Well, what I didn't know was that there's the stander-upper one.
Huh?
There's the stander-upper. Like, apparently girls do this a lot when they're peeing in public restrooms. They'll just stand over the toilet.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I also heard that when women piss, it like like drips off of their butt cheek.
I have no
like
idea.
It trickles down.
I could not tell you.
Oh, me either. I'm not there, fucking looking or anything.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Let us know. No.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below.
Let us know at the Herbolutioner.
the _Herbolutioner.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I almost shit my pants in biology.
What the fuck, man? That's
stupid ass biology and their long ass codes. I blame the bums. Bums going in there taking crack and shooting up and doing all this stupid shit. They ruined it for everybody, dude.
Well, speaking of like crack bums,
stupid bums
in stores. So the Starbucks behind me, actually, it's not behind me. It's actually
adjacent.
No, it's like it's over there on.
It's on Herndon.
Kings Canyon. It's over there on Kings Canyon. Somewhere over there on Kings Canyon, something like that.
Next to you on Kings Canyon?
No. It's not next to me.
Okay.
Not next to me.
Okay.
So this one closes early, and it closes at 5.
Damn.
5 p.m. And the reason for it is because, first and foremost, the owner's a fucking idiot. Whoever opened the store, he hired all girls. Okay. Now, that's not the idiot part. The idiot part is...
Not putting them in a bikini?
The idiot part is the fact that it's all girls, and there's so many fucking bums that go in and out of there. And there's a bunch of bums over there, like all around the whole fucking place. And there's bums that are in and out all the time. And Starbucks policy is everybody is invited. Everybody's
That's their policy?
included.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Even so...
Sounds like Target's policy.
So, like, if you see somebody, like,
Fat
super
mannequins.
fucking bummy, smells like apple, what'd you say?
I said it sounds like Target's fucking policy. You know what the hell everybody's included? They got fat mannequins.
Not the fat mannequins.
The fatikins.
The fatikins. Oh, man. That's hilarious. But, yeah, so they close super early because they don't have any security, because they don't have any other guys, because they don't have any girls that are willing to work overnight or past 5 o'clock, because bums go in and out all the time.
Damn.
And they consistently have to call the cops.
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay. I was going to say.
Everybody is included.
Oh, apparently not men, though.
Equality.
Yeah.
And that includes bums.
I guess so.
I
So
don't know.
apparently anybody can get hired there except men.
Yeah.
What an idiot, dude.
Man. Ooh. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, speaking of codes,
Oh, no.
and speaking of numbers, and speaking of number codes, just the other day, you got your Facebook hacked.
Yeah, and I didn't even know it until like.
Ain't no it. Oh, sorry. Anyways,
I didn't know it.
I don't have auto-tune, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. I didn't know it until like I finally saw your message, but like 3 other people had already hit me up about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it was weird because I've never been hacked before,
Oh my god.
and honestly, I don't care about my Facebook anyway. So like, I hardly ever go on there,
Hard.
and whatever goes on there is usually just linked from my Instagram.
Okay.
So like, I never really go on to Facebook anyway.
Sure.
And so I got a message from you, and you were all like, "Oh, yo, bro, your fucking Facebook got." Oh, actually, take that back. You're like, "Hey, you awake?" And I'm all like, "Your Facebook got hacked." I'm like, dude, I've had like 4 people tell me this already. And you're like, oh, a new topic for the show.
The show writes itself.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like my cousin, she's like, I'm pretty sure your Facebook got hacked. And then my other cousin, he was like, he's like, is something going on with your Facebook? Because you tagged me in this post. It's almost 20 pictures of the same girl. And so what this was, somebody hacked me, and it was this picture. There's 2 different pictures, but they're both girls. And it's like a before and after picture.
I have it.
And it says something, basically along the lines of like, oh, this is like the journey or whatever. Click this link at the bottom.
It says, in just 1 month, everyone was amazed at my change. Thanks to my sister for sharing this product with me, I can eat anything I like, and I don't have to go to the gym as often. Here's the funniest part. This is Salvador Sanchez that is sharing this, talking about, thanks to my sister for sharing this product with me.
I don't have a sister.
Do you have a sister?
No sister.
No fucking sister.
Nope.
Well, everyone was amazed by your change, apparently, because the change was literally you went from a big chick to a smaller chick.
Yeah, and only in a month, too. Isn't that great?
1 month.
And I get to eat what I like.
Yeah, exactly. How the fuck did you do that?
Honestly, I have no idea. It's just one of those things where it happened overnight, it seems.
Oh, man.
Yeah. See,
it's amazing.
The power.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so anyway.
What's your next step?
So anyway, I logged in to change my password, and it gave me a list of everything that had been logged into, like where it's been logged into.
Okay. Oh,
so
yeah.
It had like my old iPhone and then my old Windows phone, which is kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah. And
Windows phone? Holy
yeah.
Shit.
And then I had my phone, obviously, and then it had another one out of like Louisiana.
Oh.
And I was like, Louisiana? What the fuck? Who's this bitch out of Louisiana fucking posting pictures on here?
So you got scammed out of Louisiana then?
I guess so. Yeah.
Damn. Well, at least it wasn't South Korea. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of South Korea, South Korea hit me up about that.
Really?
Yeah. She was all like, she's like, hey, who's this bitch on your who's this bitch on your page? And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, somebody sent it to me, and she sent me a picture of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how'd you get that picture? I thought I deleted this stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I got hacked this morning, I guess, or last night or something. And so then later on, you told me that the next day you saw that picture still.
It was still there.
Yeah, and I swear I deleted it.
So
then I went to it, and it turns out there was a whole album of all this. So I had to delete that entire album.
So they went through your entire friends list by like literally from A to Z, because I was tagged with like 7 other people, and it was all everybody that had the name Chris in it. Chris, Christina.
Oh, okay.
Christopherson.
Yeah.
Christian. Christabel, whatever it is. And so I was in that group of 7. Christmas. So yeah, I was in that group of 7 people, and then that's when I was like, okay, if you don't get what's going on, then I'll tell you what's going on. But you kind of figured it out, and you deleted everything, but
yeah,
it was still there.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
Fucking bitch,
dude. Like, so that's the first time you ever got hacked.
Yeah, I don't remember ever getting hacked before. I always remember seeing people's Facebook where they tag you in 100 different things, or even back then on MySpace, it'd be the same thing, because you had your comments little section right there, and there'd be all kinds of spam shit. Click this link to get fucking $50 for Walmart or some shit like that.
Well, so I actually had my mom send me that. I think it was either earlier this year or late last year. It was either earlier this year or late last year. She started sending me message on Messenger, and she was like, "Oh, hey Chris, can you help me with this? Blah blah blah. I'm trying to get this free $50 gift card from Amazon." Oh
Jesus!
And then she was like, "My friend just sent it to me," and I was like looking at it, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. What the fuck? So I called her. First and foremost, I'm like, I'm gonna call her to make sure this is her. So she answers the phone, and she tells me, "Yeah, it's like my friend sending me this. I want to get $50. Like, that's awesome." And I'm like, "Have you clicked it? Did you click it? Like, what have you done? If you send it to your people, don't do this. Start deleting it." Da-da-da-da-da. Like, so here's the thing, y'all. If you ever get sent a link and it sends you somewhere to log in again, don't. the first thing you have to do is make sure that you're checking the link above that it's sending you to. But like in the page on the toolbar above, it'll show the actual link. You have to make sure that it's the correct one, because it could be like Facebook dot. It could be like Facebook like a bunch of random letters. Silverado, Chevy, whatever, .com, and that would be the wrong one. But it has to be facebook.com / whatever it is. Make sure that it shows that, and you're good.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, you go back and either report the people for being hacked or whatever it is. Because people get hacked all the fucking time, bro, and it's crazy.
I always wonder, because in the early days of my mom having email and her own computer and all that,
Okay.
it seems like she would always fall for that shit too.
Oh, no.
But for some reason, like her email would never get like taken over or anything. Probably because there was nothing good in there. But but still, like, and she doesn't have social media or anything.
Sure.
But she would always like click on shit like that. And I remember there was a website that she went to all the time where it was to turn your mouse into like a little character.
Oh,
and
man.
Dude, she did that shit all the time, and she'd always change it, whatever. And she'd always click like whatever bullshit was on there to play a game or some stupid shit like that. And I remember one time just opening her computer, and that shit was slow as fuck, dude.
Man.
And I remember I had to like reset like the entire computer almost. It was bad. I was like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? Stop clicking shit.
Well, because when I think about it, I used to go to that thing all the time too. And it wasn't until like years later that when I went to and like did like actual like scans and stuff like that, and I started seeing these little Trojans. That's what they're called. Little viruses called Trojans.
There's little condoms everywhere.
Yeah, little condoms on your that you're not being protected by the way. These little Trojans that are in your computer, and they're all coming from this program, or a bunch of them are. And I had no idea, but everybody and their mama has downloaded this thing at one point. This has to be the most disruptive virus ever. Like, maybe not disruptive, but the most downloaded virus ever. Because everybody and their mama wanted to get like the customization of different clicks and like sounds and emojis and all that. All that stuff was all in there, and so many people downloaded it. Like, I literally saw a meme about it, and I'm thinking, like, I was literally one of those people.
Yeah, my mom was one too.
Crazy, dude. I can't believe it. Like, and me personally, like, I don't think I've ever been hacked, but I've had many attempts into my account. I can tell you that much. Like, somebody's attempting to get into your account. Like, do you want to allow them into your account? You go and look, like, who the fuck is this? And then no.
Yeah, I've had little emails like that, but this Facebook one was the biggest one.
That's the
for
biggest
sure.
one so far.
Yeah.
That's funny. And do you think you know how? Like, have you clicked on a link or anything?
I have no idea. No.
Damn. Do you have an easy password?
No, not really. It's a pretty long password.
So long. So Verizon, is it one that you use a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might be it too. So Verizon actually offers something where they can look up your email and your phone number and kind of see if your passwords or anything, or if your data has been breached at any point. Because here's the thing. There has been so many data breaches over the past like 10, 15 years. It's like ridiculous. Like DoorDash got hacked. T-Mobile got hacked. Like all these places have gotten hacked at least once. So your password's like on the internet now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't give you like any specific places to go, but you can check for like it's called like a dark web sweep or email sweep or something like that, where they check to see if your email is out there and if your passwords are out there and stuff like that. This one happens to give me like so much information back, and I'm like looking through it. So I've had like the same variation of like passwords that I've had in the past, different variations of the same password and stuff like that. So I can keep it like flipping up all the time. So I actually check it quite often just to make sure to see if that new password has actually gotten out on the deep web or the dark web or whatever it is. It seems like a lot of work, and maybe for some people it is. For me, it's not really a big deal because I kind of have it on the app and I just press it. I just kind of review the passwords and stuff like that. If nothing's out there that isn't my new password, then we're good.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an old password, or if I do see my new password, then I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go change everything else again. You know, like
yeah.
Or you'll get hacked. Like people are like that, going that deep. And I know people. honestly, I know people that are very sketchy. Very bugs sketchy for sure.
Very Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny of them. That's how it is. That's fucking hacking for you.
Yeah, sure is.
And in honor of you getting hacking, or I'll redo that again. In honor of you getting hacked, we have something for y'all. Play the damn thing.
Oh yeah, let's try to go down.
Criminals will stop at nothing to thrust your whole network. Are you prepared? Has your Facebook been touched in places it shouldn't? Is your hardware just not as hard as it was before? Don't let them teabag your business. You need the clean-shaven professionals from DICK, the Deep Info Cracking Crackers. We have the knowledge and skills to secure your naughty pics and prevent future cyber gangbanging from happening. From virus detections and floppy disk optimization to hiding your side piece from your wife. Deep Info Cracking Crackers. Not only do we penetrate deep, but we penetrate hard.
And we're back. And I thank you very much for that commercial because, damn, I'm going to need that shit.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, right? Especially, if you're a certain person that likes to, I don't know, change the character on your mouse or something.
Yeah,
you never know.
You're getting all kinds of Trojans and they're not working. I'll tell you that. We're not protected much. That's
all
sure.
kinds of Trojan Enzes and Trojan fucking lambskins and pleasure skins and feather skins and shit.
Goat skin. Oh, yeah. That's definitely an After Dark special when I talk about I have a goat skin story, but that's definitely.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
After Dark special. But.
Okay.
So we've been talking about a lot about hacking, all kinds of stuff like that, technology. And
cyber shit.
Cyber bullshit. Well, here's the thing I want to talk about. Can we please fucking talk about how video game sounds are portrayed in movies and fucking shows? They're always these little unrealistic beeps, you know what I mean, and noises that happened in the fucking 70s, you know what I mean? Somebody walks in and it's the younger brother and he's playing video games and it shows him with the controller and he's flapping his arms left and right, oh, I'm gonna fucking win, blah blah blah. And then in the background, you can't see the TV or anything like that. All you can hear is the fucking sounds. All
it all sounds like something coming out of Pong and fucking Space Invaders and shit like that.
It's 2022. There's actual fucking games out there.
Yeah.
I think you can use fucking sounds of games, can't you?
Or if not, just fucking, I don't know, a sound of a car, a sound of a gun, fucking a dude running, anything, a sound of a monster.
It could be a guy breathing really fucking hard.
I'll do the sound effects for it. Fuck.
Exactly.
No, but I get what you mean, because, okay, so I was watching an episode of Drake and Josh, right?
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking of. That's exactly why I thought about this shit.
Why would you see?
Well, because he was playing with what is it called? The
game sphere?
The game sphere.
Yeah.
Spherical.
Yeah, so I was watching the part where it's towards the end and, they're oh, wait, never mind. Okay, this was another episode. It's the one where, Josh has to give up video games and Drake has to give up snacks.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
right.
Towards the end, they're pressuring each other, and Josh is just eating all kinds of snacks already.
Yeah.
And then Drake is over here playing the game.
Yeah.
And so he's oh, I got the new controller, the wireless controller, and he's playing the game, and he's over here moving all around and doing all kinds of shit, and you hear the shitty sound effects of beep bloop bloop bloop.
Yeah.
Beep, bloop.
And I'm what is that?
I'm the Game Sphere would have, because he lists. I remember in that episode. Oh, it's got this graphics and this sound effects and blah, 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 fucking surround sound or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, all that shit just for bleep, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
It makes zero fucking sense. You would think that this is something futuristic and stuff like that. Because here's the thing: at that time when Drake and Josh came out, something that's futuristic would be like Fortnite, would be like Apex. Now I understand that people aren't going to be able to predict the future from that point, but we all fucking know that 10 to 20 years from now, from that point on, we're not going to be playing fucking Atari.
Yeah.
We're not going to be playing fucking arcade games.
But even at that point, there was
It makes no fucking sense.
At that point, there was already like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
There was already Spyro. There was already Call of Duty at that point too.
That's true, huh?
So
Yeah,
you know, because the Game Sphere is supposed to be like Xbox, right? So, I mean, just think of shit that's on the Xbox.
Exactly.
I
So
don't
you're
know.
telling me you can't use fucking noises from the Xbox? You know what I mean? Now,
I'm sure like the sound of like when it first shows up, like the little the logo, the like that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that's trademarked or something. But
sure. But I mean, at the same, okay,
you can't trademark a bullet sound. You know? Jesus.
I can understand the, like, if somebody, like the argument if somebody's like, well, you know, it could be any game and we won't know exactly. Like this sound is like kind of portraying that it's a video game. I understand that completely. But you're telling me you can't have Al Michaels in the background, like, and that's a 50-yard touchdown to Terrell Owens, like, you know what I mean?
He's a little bit more Kermit the Frog, so he's like, and that's a 50-yard pass right to Michael Vick.
It can't be Pat
the
Summerall. I don't know about you, John, but he just threw the ball 80 yards down the field. Oh, I think that was Hank Hill, but either way, it still sounds like Pat Summerall.
Hank Hill fucking playing football, that'd be great. Or a commentary on football.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I mean,
He
it
just
couldn't be
scored a
Bob Menery.
touchdown.
It couldn't be Bob Menery. That would be great.
Yeah.
One of these days, we're going to get Bob Menery on there, but yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense. When are they going to flip that up? Even to this day, they still do that shit.
I'll have to watch like a new show on Nickelodeon or something.
Oh, God.
Or Disney Channel just to see if they still have the sounds. But I bet you they still do.
I mean, absolutely. But at the same time, I feel like as a gamer, I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm a very casual gamer. Probably a little bit more than most. But I honestly, I feel a little offended. Not going to lie.
Yeah, that's insulting your
equality?
intelligence.
Exactly. Insulting
Yeah.
my like I'm fucking stupid. Like, I get it. It's a fucking video game, but it has to be so fucking stupid that you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like,
they have lower quality sounds than Game Boy on
my
those
God.
things. You know what I mean?
That is true. Why can't you just bling fucking play Game Boy sound? I don't give a damn. Like,
Yeah, fucking give me Charizard using a fucking flamethrower or something.
Like, that would have been cool too.
Yeah.
Like, I would have known they were playing fucking Pokemon. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
I don't know. These people are just I think it's just lazy because
Absolutely.
they go in their sound catalog and it's video games. And
Yeah.
it's just beep, boop, explode, one up, you know, just
Exactly.
simple shit like that.
And at what point does anybody look like these people when they're playing their game? When they have the fucking controller over here and they're just flipping it on back and da-da-da-da and then na-na-na.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense to me.
No, me either. And I get that when you're filming, you can't have the noises and, you know, whatever's on the screen and shit
Sure.
like that. But god damn, these kids have grown up playing video games.
Exactly.
Don't they know, like, because when they're playing, they have it in their hand and they're just hard clicking fucking like R1, L1, all the triggers and like
Right,
moving the
right.
joysticks all over the place.
Yeah.
No game is like that. I don't care. Even if you're playing fucking Tetris, like you're not all over the place like
It's
that.
true. It is 100% true, and I don't fucking understand it. And I understand that there has to be very much generalizations, but again, I just feel like it's just so stupid. Like,
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, like I said, it's insulting your intelligence.
insulting. I don't know.
You know what else is insulting your intelligence?
What is?
Is the fact that there's all these like myths and urban legends and
Okay.
shit like that. Because I remember I mentioned something about this was on the first episode, I believe, where somebody mentioned to me that they didn't know that breaking the seal wasn't a real thing.
Hmm.
And so somebody mentioned it to me, and I was like, well, here we go. Might as well go over some other things that we think are real,
Sure.
but they really aren't.
Okay.
So breaking the seal is obviously one. But here's one with Thanksgiving coming up.
Okay.
That the tryptophan in turkey makes you sleepy. You know what the tryptophan is?
That's like the enzyme, right?
The enzyme, chemical, whatever bullshit is inside turkey.
Gotcha.
That if you eat the turkey, that it ends up making you go to sleep.
Sure.
Many people believe that the turkey, which contains tryptophan, makes you sleepy. But in reality, it's more likely that the excessive amount of carbs and booze and other shit that you ate at your Thanksgiving dinner is putting you to sleep.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
It's just like breaking the fucking seal.
Yeah. So another one is that the 5-second rule means that food on the floor is safe to eat. So you know the 5-second rule, right?
Yeah.
You drop you drop a fucking piece of cheese or something on the floor. Oh,
Yep.
5-second rule.
No, pick it up.
Pick it up, wipe it off. There you go. It's good,
Gotcha.
right? For me, honestly, it's like a 30-second rule. I don't give a shit.
It definitely depends on what it is.
So this says, if the food on the ground for less than 5 seconds, it's safe to eat because the floor has germs that haven't contaminated it yet, right? Well, wrong. Although the longer the food is on the floor, the more bacteria it can pick up. One study found that the bacteria can contaminate your food almost instantly.
That makes sense.
So I don't care if that one's wrong or not. I still go by that rule. And I'm sure a lot of other people do too.
I wonder what the origin of that is, because I think that's like, I don't know. I kind of wonder what the origin of that is, and maybe we'll visit that sometime later. The origins of random shit like that.
The origins?
The origins. One of the things that I kind of thought about too was like, who fucking cares if there's bacteria on there? Now, if you were to drop it in a fucking dirt and it was like a piece of damn chicken, I can understand.
It's all sandy and shit.
Yeah, but I've dropped ice on the floor.
Uh-huh.
You want to know what you do?
Wash it off.
You wash it off with water.
Thank you.
But there's people who just put in the fucking throw. Oh god, I can't use it.
I just kick it under the fridge.
Here's the thing, y'all. Stop being such a germaphobe because your body needs fucking bacteria.
Yeah.
Your body needs fucking bacteria. You're gonna get sick.
It's not me being a germaphobe.
A germaphobe.
A
Or
germaphobe.
a German.
Yeah, that too. Hate to be one of those. Anyway, it's more of me just not wanting to fucking bend over and pick it up. So I just kick it under. Well, now I have a dog that really likes to chew ice, so I just give it to her.
Oh, there you go.
Just pass it off to her. Here you go.
You got a second vacuum in your house.
Pretty much, man.
That's awesome.
She's a wet and dry vac. Here's number 3. Cracking your knuckles gives you arthritis.
As you just did that, I just cracked my fucking neck.
Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Hang on. Oh, I can't pop my knuckle right now. Hang on. There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
Oh. Damn. Sounds like bubble wrap over there.
Ah.
Hell yeah.
Just playing.
But anyway, my mom told me this shit all the time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the funny part is, she never cracked her knuckles and she has arthritis.
When did you start cracking your knuckles?
Oh, dude, I cracked my knuckles early, like little kid. Like,
Really?
hell yeah. Because I remember seeing kids do it at school. And I was like,
Uh,
oh, I can do that. And I'm over here all like that. And then, you find out other ways you can crack your fucking knuckles and
Yeah.
shit, whether you do the spider or you do the fucking just squeeze it really hard, or some people pull their fingers,
real hard. Oh, yeah. So
And-
that's how I started. Go ahead. Sorry.
And so just from there, you start cracking everything else, your neck, your back, your fucking hip, your
Pussy and your crack.
yeah, you just start fucking popping everything, and then they're like, oh, you're gonna get arthritis if you do that.
Yeah.
Never occurred to me, or never even cared if it gave me arthritis.
So one of the things that happened for me was I would see people do it all the time, and I would just think it was super cool. Like, I don't know why. I was younger. I was probably like 13 or 14, but I just see people do it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then I would try it. I would try different ways, right? I would try so many different ways, but the way that scared me the most was the pulling of the finger.
Me too.
Because I pulled it one time, and I was like, oh, I think I like dislocated it for a split second or something.
Oh, Jesus.
And it just right back in.
Dude.
And I was like, I never did it again.
My wife likes to pop my toes by doing it that way.
No.
So like I'll take off my sock and I'll just be like, dangling my feet off the bed or
Like your
something.
bunions.
and she'll come over to me and she'll like pull my toes.
Oh.
And dude, it feels good, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm like, don't rip my fucking pinky off, you know? I don't want to lose a toe.
It's ready to go.
Yeah.
It is ready to go.
And the worst one to me is not even those. It's my big toe. Like the big toes. Like, because you could really grab that fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a big toe.
It's a big ass toe.
So, like, when she grabs that thing and pulls it, I'm like, oh, fuck, she's going to rip it out. Like, I feel like she's going to dislocate it every time.
Rip it, dip it, and flip it out.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that the studies don't have, like, a conclusion either way. Because they found that arthritis comparing non-crackers to crackers didn't show any difference at all. Because they had the same amount of arthritis in fucking crackers.
Oh, shit. I don't know why non-crackers. So what you're saying is that the equivalence between a white person and people of color is all good. Everyone's going to get the same amount of fucking...
Equality for all.
Equality for all. And that goes with arthritis as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got to reposition, goddammit. Almost fell out of my chair on that one.
On to the next one. Sitting too close to the TV is bad for your eyes. You remember your parents always telling you that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And whether you're watching TV or you're playing video games, just go back from the TV. You're going to fucking hurt your eyes.
And here's the thing, y'all. All I know is this, is that I sat next to a TV in front of a TV real close for very many years. And I've been wearing glasses since I was like 14.
With as much TV and video games as I've been playing, and then even being a kid and growing up with a Game Boy, and then when the Game Boy SP came out and it had a backlight, that thing was in front of my face at nighttime for hours on end.
Hours.
Like, if I was going to have my fucking retinas burned out, it would have happened already.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, it turns out that sitting close to the TV isn't bad for your eyes because according to a study, it can cause eye strain, but research has found no damage in children or adults. So, this leads me to the other point that I was going to make. You hear a lot of talk about blue light.
Yeah.
And that seems to be like a newer thing. And,
right.
And I'm guessing it's from the types of screens we have now as compared to the types of screens that we had back then.
Quite possibly. And you know what? That's something that I'm definitely going to have to look up. But that's what I was thinking too. I was like, well, but are they accounting for blue light? Because, I mean, shit, you can get glasses that have a blue light like film over it.
Yeah.
So that you're not constantly looking at blue light. I know my phone is set up to where at night, or a certain time, like around 5 or 6 o'clock, it goes into a warmer mode so that it's not always like super blue. Because I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, look at my phone, what the fuck, and then it's like blue all in my eyes and shit, and I can't go to sleep. Because if you look up studies for that, studies have shown apparently, I feel weird saying that. From what I've seen and read, you can once you're like exposed to blue light like that day, if you wake up, then it gets your mind going. So it's like that's why sometimes it's hard for you to go back to sleep. That's sometimes why it's hard for you to go to sleep, is because of the blue light that you're being exposed to. So something to think about in the future.
Yeah. Well, where I was going with the difference in screens is, now we have OLEDs and stuff like that, LEDs, whatever. Back then, it was just glass and like a light bulb, like a light bulb projector. Like so, I mean, totally different kind of light.
Absolutely.
But anyway, on to the next one.
Okay.
This one, oh man, because growing up in the time that we lived in, we grew up in a time where it wasn't cool to be hairy.
Oh, that's
now.
Yeah. That's
now
true.
it's like, oh yeah, be fucking hairy, right?
Sure.
But we grew up in that era of the early 2000s where everybody was shaved, clean shaven, no hair on their body and all that shit.
Oh, that's true, huh?
So this one is shaving makes your hair grow back thicker. And I remember hearing this all the time.
This is a myth.
Yeah, and especially being a man, they say, oh, once you start shaving your face, it's never gonna be the same again. It's always gonna grow back, thicker, darker, or whatever the fuck. Well, a lot of us were warned as young people to hold off on shaving for as long as we can because it makes the hair grow back thicker. And here's another misconception: hair only appears to grow back thicker because shaving cuts it at a blunt angle. which gives off the look and feel of a thicker, darker hair. So when it's growing back, it's not growing out like the very first time where it has a pointed edge. It's growing back with a blunt edge, and that's why it looks like a thicker hair.
That's interesting.
However, being a hairy fucking person, I can confirm that I have thicker, darker fucking hair when I shave and it comes back.
Absolutely. Because I will say this, like I look back at older pictures of my beard and stuff like that to compare to now. And this, like where it's at right now, is kind of the shortest it's been in a long time. And a lot of that has to do with because I lost a lot of weight and I'm like, I don't have to hide my fucking double chin anymore. But a part of me was like kind of looking back and thinking it was like super like thin, like it had thinned out, like there wasn't enough. Now I'm kind of looking at it, it looks more full and it looks a little bit better. And I'm not Patches O'Houlihan anymore.
Yeah. So the next one, swallowed gum takes 7 years to digest.
Oh,
have you ever swallowed gum before?
Yeah, like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm good now.
So everybody has at least at one point, right? It says here, it's worth noting that swallowing gum or a ton of gum can be dangerous as it can accumulate and stuff up the digestive tract. So it doesn't say that it takes that long to digest. It just takes longer to digest. Which makes sense because it's a pretty, gum is a weird substance anyway.
Yeah, it's like a big piece of fucking sticky rubber.
Yeah, so it makes sense why it would take longer to digest.
Sure.
However, it doesn't take 7 years to digest. So I got a story about swallowing gum.
Oh.
Do you remember bubble tape?
Oh, yeah, the yellow one, right?
It was like 7 feet long and it came in a roll, looked like a tape measure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody bought me one time. And I was in the backyard playing around, and I think my brother and my cousins were in the house doing whatever. Well, they come outside to get some bubble tape, and they're like, "Oh, where's the bubble tape?" I ate it. And they asked me, they're like, "Where's it at?" I ate it. I put it in my mouth, chewed it, got the flavor out, just swallowed it. And then would roll off another piece, take it off, and do the same thing. So all 6 feet of this bubble tape, I ate that shit.
Wow. So you were penetrated by 6 feet of bubble gum.
That's right. And to tell you the truth, I don't remember ever having digestive problems.
I thought you were going to be like, and to tell you the truth, I liked every foot of it.
I sure did. But I don't remember having any digestive problems from it. I don't remember being, plugged up or anything. Because they also say, if you eat a lot of cheese, you're going to get fucking plugged up, right?
Sure.
I ate tons of cheese, bro. I've never gotten plugged up from cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
I've definitely had a few of those, but I think it's more of like, who's just eating cheese by itself? And there's plenty of people that do, but it's like, if I'm eating cheese, it's going to be with like bread because you're putting it on pizza. You know what I mean? And it's like, of course that's going to fucking plug you the fuck up. Like, that's a lot of fucking dough.
Yeah.
So you got all that shit and all that other shit.
All that shit and that other shit.
Yeah.
The order in which you drink different kinds of alcohol affects your drunkenness.
That's funny.
Now, I think we've all heard the one, beer before liquor gets you sicker.
Yeah.
Right? Or liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
To me, I'll drink whatever, bro. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me, man. Either way, I'm getting fucked up.
100%.
However, the truth is that it doesn't matter which alcohol you drink. It matters how much you drink overall. Because as you consume, your inhibition decreases, and you're likelier to drink more.
Sure.
So it's basically saying you're just going to end up drinking more, and that's why you get sick. It doesn't matter which alcohol you have in your body. You have that alcohol in your body,
baby.
The problem is you're not drinking enough water. You're not getting hydrated.
Yeah.
And that's what gets you sick.
And that's funny because I do hear that quite a bit. It's like people say like they can't mix beers, they can't do this, or they can't mix drinks. Like I know somebody like she's like literally like if I have dark, like I can't go clear. Like if I go clear, then I can't go dark. And they're like, "What about you?" And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like you.
Oh,
just,
like beers, you mean, or
no, like alcohols. Like
oh,
if they go like straight up vodka, you know what I mean? It's a clear vodka.
oh,
and they have to keep with.
and then
the
they won't go
clears,
to whiskey or something.
and they won't
like
go to
that.
whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
for me, I'm
gotcha.
like, I don't give a damn. Like it's gonna get me all fucked up equally. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe also at the same time, I'm also thinking maybe people are like also maybe allergic to certain ones, certain ingredients, and certain different
Whatever additives they throw in.
never know.
Yeah. Well, the rule I know about tequila, being the big fan of tequila that I am, that if it doesn't say 100% pure agave on there, then there's additives.
Okay.
Because they can add up to 49% of other additives. So a lot of like celebrity tequilas have a lot of additives in it because, well, they want to make it cheaper and
Sweeter.
that too. We want to have it this. It's a signature flavor. That's what they always say. However, there's just a shit ton of additives in there to either give it like a more vanilla or oaky kind of flavor.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then the additives are what adds up and gives you the fucking hangover in the morning. However, if you have 100% pure tequila, you're not gonna have that bad of a hangover because it's all just agave.
Yeah, that's funny because my neighbor was in Mexico for a few weeks and he was telling me the same thing. Like over there, they don't have all the additives and the bullshit in there. It's like strictly like this is tequila, and you drink that all night and you wake up, you don't have a fucking hangover.
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me, you have a fucking hangover the next day? That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's why too that you see like a lot of like the Jalabiner named tequilas are the ones that don't have additives in them.
Ah.
You see the ones that are more Americanized are the ones that with the additives. Also, if it's cheaper, then obviously there's a bunch of additives and shit in there too. What do you think? A big ass bottle of Saza only costs like $12.
So Southern Comfort, some SoCo, $10.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So here's the last one I'll read.
Okay.
You shouldn't go swimming right after you eat.
Ah, man.
How many times have you heard that in your life?
Oh, 1 million. And how many times have I done it? 1 million.
999,000.
How about you?
Oh, they used to tell me that all the time. Oh, you can't go swimming for a half an hour after you eat. I'm like, what are you talking about? Hey, half of a sandwich. What do you mean I can't go in the pool?
I had one Dorito. Like, let me get in there.
Yeah, and I bet you there were parents that were like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or you drank some juice. You can't do that yet. Well, the fear is that it'll mess up your digestive tract. And you'll lose the ability to swim and find yourself in danger. So I'm guessing when they say you'll lose your ability to swim, you'll probably get a cramp or something.
Oh.
And I remember that's what people always used to say too. Like, oh, if you go swimming after you eat, you're going to get a cramp and then you're going to fuck yourself up. So while the body does give extra blood to help you digest food, it's not enough to stop your limbs from working. So at most, you might suffer a minor cramp, but that's it.
So if your body is giving blood to help digest, you're also giving blood as you're swimming. But what if you just ate and you're fucking in the pool? Then you got blood not only digesting, you got blood helping you swim, you got blood going to your dick too.
Oh,
and
dude.
you're just dead. You're probably lightheaded, woozy, like what the fuck is going on? But well, it feels good, right?
Dude, fucking in a pool must be terrible. Because have you ever fucked in the shower?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with water, man. It dries that cooch up real quick.
It's not the best.
No. So imagine the pool?
It's not the best. Well, I haven't had the pool.
No, like I said, I've never done the pool either, but it's got to be terrible.
I've heard it's not very good.
And then imagine this too. You're underwater. You're going in her. All that pool water's going in her cooter too.
Yeah.
That cannot be good for her.
That's true. Or you either. It's probably going into your hole.
Well, I mean, we're swimming with that shit anyway, but I mean, like, I don't know. Like, stuff doesn't just naturally go up our pee hole, right? But I mean, if you spread them fucking labias open, I mean, there's probably water just whoosh, gushing right in there.
Oh, man.
Especially if you're just forcing it in every pump too, right? It's got to be bad for you. It's got to at least mess up the pH.
Yeah, something with the pH and the labias and the
I mean, the pool's pH is probably going to be fucked up too, so. gonna have cloudy water.
I agree. I don't. Yeah, I got nothing for you on that one. That just
I can
doesn't
tell.
It doesn't sound comfy at all. Like
No,
sounds horrible.
no. Stick to dry fucking people.
Yeah, try fucking. Oh my god, 100%. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it. Get help.
Better help. Oh man. Well, you know what? I don't think we're gonna beat that. So
My
I think
meat.
I think we can just wrap it up right here.
My meat.
So, Executioner, where can they find you on the social stuff?
Oh man. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank the Most High for allowing me to do this. Second and second most, I want to thank everybody for listening. We appreciate all of you for listening, and I know we've been putting up stuff on Instagram and all this other stuff. We've been sending you reels, all that good stuff. We just appreciate it if you just share it to one of your friends. If you know somebody that listens to podcasts, share it with them. If you don't know anybody, fuck, who cares? Just send it to anybody anyway and see if they like it. And you never know. But if you want to go ahead and find me on these social stuff, you can go ahead and hit me up on Facebook at Chris Clips Hernandez, CLYPSE. You can find me on there, or you can go to my Instagram where I'm most active at _Herbolutioner, HERBAL Utioner. And you can go ahead and find me on there. You can hit me up. Talk to me, say what's up. Let me know what you think about the podcast. Let me know what you think about me. If you hate me, that's great. If you love me, even better. And if you don't care, then that's even better too. So it's all good. It's all good in the hood. How about you, Sal? Where can they find you?
Well, you can go to Instagram, BSALSANCHEZ. Follow me on there, and then you can go to my link tree, and there's all my other shit in there. You can find it there. There's also a link to the show there that you can share to people. And there's also, links to fucking all my other shit, including my t-shirt store. So, all the little designs I throw up. If you
Nice.
wanna look at those, get a sticker, do whatever. If you support it, thank you very much. Also, follow the Good Times Podcast. It's the Good Times Podcast on Instagram. And like I said, follow that, share that, and fucking get us out there, man. That'd be great.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. Tune in next week where you can find another episode, a funny episode, of Good Times.
Thinking tonight.